Okay. I can hit the gavel again. I will call this meeting to order. Ms. Humphreys, Humphrey, excuse me. There's only one of you. Would you please call the roll?
President Spear.
Here.
Vice President Osborne.
Here.
Member Gresham.
Here.
Member Holcomb.
Here.
Member Causey.
Here.
All are present.
Thank you. I will accept a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Excellent. Please vote.
Yeah. Yep, just count. It was just slow.
It teases you to make you think.
For the one or maybe two people watching online, there's just a delay in the system. There's nothing showing. I am going to move forward and presume that the agenda has been adopted. Moving on to the call for executive session. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Motion is made by Ms. Gresham. Is there a second?
Second.
Made by Dr. Osborne. Please vote accordingly. We're going to go ahead and do a voice vote to keep things moving along. All those in favor of executive session, please say aye.
Aye.
Those, the ayes have it. We are now in executive session. Thank you.
So, folks, thank you for being here. Ms. Spear wanted me just to let you know that their executive session is going a little bit longer than expected, so if you could please continue to socialize, but be a little bit patient, okay? Thank you. That's right.
Thank you to everybody who is here waiting patiently for us. We took a little extra time in our executive session. The most important job of a governing board is to select a superintendent, and that is what we've been doing. So thank you for your patience, and we will go ahead and get started. Once my computer boots up. I'd like to call this public hearing to order.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and executive team. As you know, we must hold a public hearing whenever we have a revision to our budget by state statute, and through the Auditor General, we must have that revision done prior to December of 15th of the fiscal year. And so for this year's budget, we have our first revision. It's in our budget revisions that reflects our finalized budget balance carry forward. Our adopted budget always reflects a carry forward, but the actual computation of that carry forward is completed after the annual financial report in October. So the difference between what was adopted by the board and the annual financial report is an increase of just over $800,000. However, our current ADM is lower than it was and what we had projected. So when you adopted the budget, you adopted it for 50 ADM higher than what it actually is, and we're actually down by 70 average daily memberships, which calculates to a total of 120. So while we are increased our enrollment a little bit, ADM has been adjusted downward simply because of the average number of days students have been enrolled in the district, and mainly because we took a loss with not as many special education students that carry a higher weight. So that's down by 525,000. So it's still a net increase of over 280,000. So the revision reflects a total of 167,929 in our maintenance and operations. When you look at our district additional assistance or our capital budget, that's also been revised upward. And so when you look at the carry forward as a result of the completion of our annual financial report, it's an increase of just over $1.8 million from the adopted budget, leaves us for capital dollars just over $11 million in our capital district additional assistance. And that's the reflection that you will have when you approve the budget for, or consider approving the revision and an action item. Finally, Madam President, we did not have any calls to the public regarding this item.
Thank you very much. Moving on to 2.3, I will accept a motion to adjourn this public hearing.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Ms. Causey, seconded by Mr. Holcomb. Please vote.
So you do not need to, you can just reconvene the regular meeting.
Okay, then we are going to reconvene our regular meeting, and Dr. Baca, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Be happy to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And thank you to our students for helping me with that Pledge of Allegiance. You did a great job.
Thank you. Moving on to 4.1, Dr. Baca.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and executive team. It's a great excitement whenever we have presentations and recognitions. We have a little bit of a surprise before we get into that, so if the board can please go to your location where you normally are. And before I introduce our first recognition, I just needed to take the time to recognize Ms. Sarah Spear for receiving the certification of appreciation from the State Board of Education for serving on the Certification Advisory Committee since 2017. So they have a little something for you along with a note. So congratulations, Ms. Spear. And then next, I'd like to welcome Mr. Casey George, who will be recognizing one of our Madison Virtual Academy teachers.
Okay. Madam President, members of the board, it is my pleasure to introduce Marisol Calderon. She is currently our Madison Virtual Academy teacher for kindergarten. Ms. Calderon has been a wonderful addition. Not only does she teach our virtual kindergartners, but she also provides specific targeted support to our first and second graders in the afternoon. Ms. Calderon has had an immediate impact on our district, the MVA program, and the students that she serves. Ms. Calderon has been successful in her educational career. Not only has she taught in the classroom for the past 8 years, but she has been an ELL director, assessment coordinator, and a reading interventionist. She is working on her second master's degree in educational administration and hopes to be a principal in the future. The Madison School District is not the only entity that thinks highly of Ms. Calderon. We are here tonight to celebrate the fact that the state of Arizona has recognized her as the Apache County Teacher of the Year for the 2020-2021 school year. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Ms. Marisol Calderon.
Thank you, Superintendent Baca, Honorable Board, and Madam President, and Mr. Casey for that lovely introduction. I am joined today by my amazing MVA team, Erin Campbell, that teaches second grade, Katie Harder, that teaches first grade, and of course, our amazing director and leader, Casey George. Thank you so much for helping me celebrate this incredible honor. This award means a lot to me, and it not only means a lot to me, but it means a lot to my students and to their families. Thank you once again for this honor. I invite you all today to honor not only me, but other educators in the room and in our district to continue to strengthen our drive, our motivation to do this honorable work and teaching all of our amazing little ones. So I invite not only our board and our leaders here today, but everyone in the room and everyone watching at home to really help us honor the educators in our district that are really working hard to make differences in the lives of students. So thank you all once again.
Now I'd like to call forward Ms. Anna Andrews to present our Shining Star and You Make the Difference Awards.
Thank you very much. I just got one of those crazy tickles in the back of my throat, so I sound like I'm crying, but this is a very emotional experience for me. Okay. The You Make the Difference and Shining Star Awards are presented by the Madison District Classroom Teachers Association and Madison Administration to recognize the certified and classified staff who truly demonstrate Madison's vision of inspiring passion for learning and leading in an ever-changing world. And our first You Make the Difference Award recipient is Jody Christensen. Jody Christensen joined the #1 family at the start of the 2020-21 school year and has been making a hugely significant and positive impact on our school community. Jody is exceedingly dedicated to the Wildcat student body and consistently goes above and beyond when it comes to supporting our families. Working with a future-focused mindset, she meets students where they are to support them in their social and emotional well-being. And you can find her working long after school hours as she meets with students and their parents because she simply can't rest when she sees a student struggling. Her passion is supporting children as they look ahead to high school and helping them to set personal and academic goals to make their dreams a reality. Since day one, Jody has made it clear that she is willing to step in and help in absolutely any way needed. From cleaning the campus to supervising at recess, she has her hand and heart involved in everything we do. Beyond working with students, her office is a safe place for staff to go when they too are in need of support, and extending her expertise, sympathy, and love has made a world of difference to many. Finding Jody when our campus was in need of more mental health support was truly a gift, and we all appreciate her drive and dedication. Jody, we love you and are grateful for you every single day.
You are welcome to use this microphone so that all of our viewers who are on YouTube get to see and hear you stand here. The camera doesn't catch it.
Wow, I'm on the spot. Okay. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Academy. Oh wait, that's the wrong award show. And I've prepared a speech. Yes, do you see this? Okay. Actually, I do. I didn't do it on my iPhone because I'm old school. Because that's my age. Yes, the music's starting now. Okay, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Dr. Botka and the governing board and everyone here for creating a rich, positive environment within which to work. I wasn't sure, I didn't know much about Madison #1, but as soon as I walked through the doors, I knew this was my home. This was the place to be. I love coming to work every day. It's just such a gift. I feel so thankful. I'd like to thank Amy Ball, our principal, for choosing me. And I think she wrote that, didn't you? Yes, it was just so meaningful and so well thought out. I know she spent a lot of time doing that. And I am forever grateful for her support, love, and compassion. Yeah, there's many more pages.
You keep going.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank the staff at #1. There isn't one staff person at #1 that I don't like. I mean, every single person there I feel like is my friend and part of my extended family. And I really mean that sincerely. Additionally, I'd like to thank my amazing husband of 35 years. He is he's not here. He's out of town as he's working. Unfortunately, he's in San Francisco, but I know he's watching, so hi, Todd. Anyway, I work many hours, like Amy said, and I work in the evening, and I come home from work, and he prepares me dinner, does laundry, walks the dog, even though he also has a very busy job. So he's been incredibly supportive, and I really appreciate his love, kindness, and compassion. And then my son, Austin, and his new wife, newlyweds, Ashton, are here to support me, and their love and support has meant all the world to me. And then my daughter and her new husband live in Houston, and I appreciate their support too. I couldn't do this without all the people that are involved in my life as family, friends, and all the staff. The other thing I want to say is I'm in love with my students. I'm truly, madly, madly in love with them. And that makes my work so meaningful because I go home with a full heart. I think I get back double what I put in. I tell my husband that all the time. I'm in love with these kids. And I love my job. So thank you for this wonderful award. There's many people at my school that deserve this. So I'm just among the many, and like the other candidates, or the other person said that won the award, Marisol? Yes. I thought she put it so eloquently. Let's celebrate all the educators because we are all working very, very hard the last couple of years, especially since the pandemic, and I just think that all of them deserve a wonderful round of applause and kudos to everyone for all that they're doing. So thank you for this wonderful award. I know.
Does the camera know I was smiling?
Yes.
Yeah. Your eyes.
Thank you.
Your eyes, yes.
Our next You Make the Difference Award recipient is Mary Bell Mendoza. Mrs. Mendoza is a first grade Spanish immersion teacher from Madison Heights. The Heights community has had the good fortune of working with Mrs. Mendoza for the past 6 years. Her participation in implementing the expectations for the Heights Spanish immersion program have been important to the success and positive momentum we have gained over the years. As a first grade teacher, students continue to learn the foundations of their second grade language and are encouraged to take risks and speak in Spanish. Mrs. Mendoza is able to help our young learners reach high Spanish speaking levels. She brings a sincere and honest approach in her communication, and it is evident that she makes thoughtful decisions about instruction and discipline that serve in the best interest of students. Mrs. Mendoza is able to meet the needs of her learners by consistently assessing their mastery of content and their second language. It is common to find Mrs. Mendoza on campus working with the first grade team to prepare differentiated lessons. She is dedicated to the needs of her students and was among the first teachers to start after-school tutoring this semester. She also signs up regularly to teach summer school every year it is available for students. Simply stated, you can always count on Mrs. Mendoza to be a team player and work in the best interest of her students and colleagues. People can rely on her and know that she will do whatever she can to support her team. As a member of the leadership team, she provides valuable feedback that helps us implement our SIAP with fidelity. She is easygoing with colleagues and also maintains consistency in her practice of PBIS. Students know she is fair, and teachers know she is there to support them with students and lesson design. It is for these many reasons that Mrs. Mendoza sincerely deserves the You Make the Difference Award for the Madison School District. In her time at Heights, she has become a valuable member of our community.
Yeah, so thank you to my principal and TOA Victoria and my students who are here. And would it be okay if they took a picture with us?
Absolutely.
You guys.
We love taking pictures. Yes.
Gracias.
So sweet of them to come. I know. Your teacher rocks. You know that, guys, right?
Here.
Jackie, can you get them all in the image? Okay.
Yeah, we do that. If you'd like to. Yeah, we could do that.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you guys.
You get to have the microphone for as long as you want.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I said I thank you to my principal and everyone at Heights for being so supportive, and I just love the Heights community. So yeah, thank you. Oh, my family. My brother's there, my daughter, my sister-in-law. Thank you.
Okay. Our first Shining Star Award recipient is Crystal Amendola. Crystal Amendola is Madison School District's amazing benefits and payroll technician and our Shining Star. Crystal is bright and shiny and lights up a room. She has a warm laugh that can't help but make you smile. Crystal cares 100% about everything Madison, and you can see and feel that in all that she does. She has a positive can-do attitude and always works with her heart and the best intentions. She embraces every opportunity to show gratitude. No accomplishment or act of kindness goes unnoticed by Crystal. She fills her interactions with staff with thank yous, praise, and respect. Crystal exemplifies the future-focused learning goal in Madison's strategic plan with a commitment to build a trust-based culture that supports collaboration and celebrates risk-taking and innovation. Crystal demonstrates a trust-based culture by positively interacting with departments and schools on a day-to-day basis. She collaborates and connects with all her Madison colleagues and community. She seeks information to understand and learn. If she doesn't have the answer, she is sure to find it for you or point you in the right direction. She looks for professional development and growth opportunities for not only herself, but also for her colleagues by coordinating wellness professional development events. Crystal is an excellent listener and shows great empathy, which reflects in her day-to-day interaction with staff and her peers. She welcomes our new staff during the new hire onboarding process, which builds lasting relationships between her and the new Madison employees. She takes care of the worker comp injured. Every trip, twist, and spill guides Madison through their benefit journey from start to finish. She does it all, finding a doctor, adding that new dependent to your plan, or even ordering a new medical ID card, and will tackle payroll questions. ASRS, tax forms, and direct deposits, no problem. And she does all with a smile and compassion. She makes everyone that she encounters feel important and valued. Crystal models innovation. She dedicates her time to actively participate in the Madison District Wellness Committee. She has worked on the Healthy Arizona worksite application each year within the District Wellness Committee, which strives to showcase implementation of healthy habits within the workplace environment. The Madison School District has been awarded the HAWP Award 3 years in a row. Crystal has been instrumental in helping Madison achieve this award each year. She does a fabulous job coordinating, encouraging, and inviting her Madison coworkers to participate in our wellness events and to make healthy choices alongside her. Crystal has previously shared this Maya Angelou quote when she nominated a colleague for the Shining Star, and I feel it reflects and captures her spirit as well. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you, Crystal, for being our Shining Star.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm very microphone shy. Thank you to Dr. Baca, Governing Board, everybody. Madison School District is amazing. It's a dream to come to work every day. I love supporting staff in their health initiatives, and insurance isn't fun for everybody, but it's fun for me. So. I'd like to thank my fiance joins me today, Steven. We're getting married next month. Woo! And my family's online watching, my teammate Priscilla, but I do have team members here. My business services team is so amazing. My supervisor, Linda Mock, everyone is so amazing. I love coming to work every day, and thank you so much. I'm so happy to accept this. This is so exciting. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next Shining Star Award recipient is Adam Chacon. Adam is the personification of how the IT department wants technology to run: reliable, consistent, hardworking, and always on. There's no off switch for Adam's willingness to help with all things technology. That comes from his early days at Madison as a computer tech, running around to every school every day. Now as the tech supervisor, Adam exhibits leadership skills in guiding the team of computer techs, sending them around to every school every day. But his own tech support skills are still put to use daily, along with his calm demeanor and reassuring manner. In his additional role as the district tech support for Madison's most demanding set of technology users, the district office. Everyone at the DO appreciates how quickly and effectively Adam fixes issues and completes projects. The IT department and the Madison School District would not be as functional or as fun without Adam Chacon, making it a better place each day. Congratulations, Adam, on being recognized as a Shining Star.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Next year would be my, I'm screaming. Next year is going to be my 20th year in IT, and honestly, I've never felt so seen, loved, and heard than actually here at Madison. So it's just a special place to be. I really don't see myself going anywhere else. So thank you to my, thank you to my director, my mentor, my leader, Justin Wright. Robert Ferrantino is the best. Everyone knows Robert. He's the absolute best at everything. So he's a blessing to work for. To my techs out there, Laura, Scott, Melvin, they're really the ones that put the sweat equity into this award, into everything that we do. So they make everything kind of run and work. To my work bestie, Debbie, for predicting this months and months ago. For whoever nominated me, I very much appreciate that. To my family at home, Dad, I'm not answering my texts on purpose, so I love you. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
And our next Shining Star Award recipient is Katie Effa. Miss Katie Effa is in her first year as the Madison Heights cafeteria manager. It is great to see her enthusiasm for the job and her ability to create a welcoming atmosphere as you enter the cafeteria for lunch. She goes out of her way to make a personal connection by remembering things students like to eat, such as cereal preferences, milk, or chocolate milk. Well, these are all small things to adults. To kids, they are part of the reason to keep coming back day after day. This small act shows that someone cares and notices them. She also knows how to win over teachers by providing snacks and treats for the staff. She creatively decorates the cafeteria around holiday themes. These small touches make the cafeteria very welcoming. As the new leader of the cafeteria, Miss Effa took the time to speak to all the teachers at the beginning of the year as to what to expect for both children and teachers in the lunch line. Her workers know exactly what to do, which means they are well trained. She is very organized, and the students pass through the lunch line, and she greets them with a smile on her face. Ms. Effa is efficient with a kind demeanor, and everyone is treated with respect. She's a good example of using kindness as a smile for the students to make lunchtime an enjoyable experience. For example, as they go through the line, she will speak to them by name and say, "If you want fries today, just ask for them. You can have them if you choose peanut butter and jelly today." Getting through the line could feel like an assembly line, but Ms. Effa makes it an effort to be more enjoyable. We are very fortunate for Ms. Effa to be a part of our community, and we can't wait to see what wonderful things are ahead with her leadership and positive energy in the cafeteria.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to everyone. I really appreciate this award. Thank you to Mrs. Gossett and Mrs. Coughlin. I am truly inspired by both of you and how hard you work to run such an amazing team at Heights. Really, it's really neat to see both of you and what a team we have there. I'm really proud to be a part of that team. I'm really blessed to be a part of the Madison community as a whole, as a parent. My 2 children go here, and as an employee as well. And it really brings me great joy to feed the awesome kids of Heights nutritious meals that make them happy and healthy. And it brings me just such great joy to see their smiling faces every single day. So thank you so much for the recognition. I have a great team behind me, and we work really hard. So I really appreciate it.
Would your kids like to join the photo?
Yeah, you guys want to come up for a photo?
Okay.
Here you go.
John. Yes, he's been You can watch it on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and our next Shining Star Award recipient is Lori Reeves. Lori Reeves joined the Wildcat family in January 2020 and serves as our plant manager. Stepping into this position right as the pandemic hit was a huge undertaking, as she was responsible for ensuring implementation of several aspects of Madison's mitigation plan. Her humble demeanor and kind heart are evident in everything she does, and her interactions are consistently courteous, respectful, and professional. Her leadership, as she coordinates with her excellent custodial team, who have done an extraordinary job, does not go unnoticed. Without fail, Lori is always willing and able to do whatever it takes to keep our school safe, clean, and organized, which is not an easy feat when dealing with staff shortages, online, in-person, and hybrid instruction, and the challenges that come with running a facility during a pandemic. Hardworking, honest, loyal, efficient, and very productive, Lori is a key member of our school family, and her efforts make a difference every single day. We are thankful for Lori Reeves, our shining star. Lori is at home watching online. Ms. Ball, would you be willing to accept her award on her behalf?
Would you like the microphone, Ms. Ball?
We love you, Lori. You're amazing, and she just does an incredible job she does a really hard job really well.
Thank you, and thank you, Lori, for all of your efforts and your hard work, and congratulations.
And that concludes our presentations and recognitions. And while you're welcome to stay, I also recognize and realize you may want to scoot out. This would be the time. So thank you to all of our recipients.
Thank you. Moving on to superintendent report, Dr. Baca.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and executive team. This past Saturday, we hosted our second Saturday vaccination event at Madison number 1. I want to thank all the volunteers and to the number 1 staff for hosting. We had over 1,175 vaccinations. Of those, 621 for children 5 to 11, the majority receiving either their second shot, especially when it came to our pediatric vaccinations, but we had many booster shots for our adults as well. This Wednesday, along with Native Health, we're hosting yet another vaccination event and opportunity for students 5 to 11 from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the lobby of the Madison Center for the Arts. Our mask test to stay program has been very successful. We're still in the middle of the pilot. Thus far, 38 students have been able to stay in school through the quarantine by testing and continuing to wear face masks. So while the program doesn't end until December 17th, when the results of the study will not be released until after winter break, I am working with the Maricopa County Department of Public Health to see what we can do to continue this program and expand it to include all of our schools. Our goal is to minimize the number of students that have to miss school as a result of a quarantine, and being able to implement it sooner rather than later is the goal. We will also be updating the mitigation plan accordingly, but again, we may need to wait until after winter break, but we are looking to safely welcome back our parent volunteers on campus while easing some of our athletic restrictions in alignment with the AIA. So there will be more to come, and I will be sending out communication accordingly before the winter break. I want to wish all of our families and community who celebrated Hanukkah, belated happy Hanukkah a week ago. For those who are celebrating Christmas, have a Merry Christmas in a couple of weeks. Just a reminder that in 2 weeks we will be on winter break. And for those who celebrate any other holidays, that they may have a happy holiday season. Finally, Madam President, today is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. And so may we pause from our current circumstance of uncertainty and disharmony within our nation to be able to offer a moment of silence for all of those who, service members, who have made the ultimate sacrifice protecting our nation and our freedoms. Thank you, and that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Dr. Baca. Moving on to governing board member reports 4.3. Going to start with Ms. Causey.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to, my husband, son, and I attended Saturday's vaccination event where my husband was boosted and we all received flu shots. And it was incredibly well run. And thank you to the volunteers. I saw Ms. Rodriguez there. In fact, I know a few of her students that were vaccinated and they were just thrilled to see their principal there. You guys really ran an amazing event, and taking the time on your day off to do something that was really important for our community is extraordinary. And you all are. So thank you for that. I also want to, as much as I'm still very saddened by the fact that Dr. Baca has made the decision to retire, which required that we embark on the process of selecting a new superintendent, I just want to say thank you to my colleagues for process. I feel so honored and lucky to work with you all. You're extraordinary. It was a vigorous process, but I just really enjoyed our conversations and your perspectives. So thank you for that. Thank you, Dr. Baca, for your guidance. Thank you, Ms. Humphrey, and thank you, President Spear, for really leading a really exceptional process. You did a great job. I also want to say thank you to the candidates, to the Madison community, and then also to our consultant Lee and associates, and then happy holidays to everyone as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Osborne.
Thank you everyone who came out for the vaccination event. And, I'm very proud of how our community showed up for our superintendent candidates, and just the board took all that feedback very seriously, and it was a lot of feedback, which is really good. And I appreciate all the time for the candidates who came out, and I look forward to moving Madison forward.
Thank you. Ms. Gresham.
Thank you to the community that came out. I was at the community forum, and so thank you for submitting all your comments and for participating in the process. Appreciate it.
Mr. Holcomb.
Yes, I want to echo what my colleagues have said about the process. Of all the superintendent searches I've been through and gone through that process, I thought this process was the most complete and thorough that we've had, and it has been an honor serving with everyone on here because these are difficult decisions. On another note, I had the opportunity to go to the Santa Circus this last weekend. It was one of the most joyful events I've ever been to, and it was great. And as I was walking down the aisle at intermission, one of the teachers who had students in the master classes came up and told me how wonderful it was and how much the kids enjoyed it. And I had someone else mention to me the number of the special ed students got the opportunity to participate in the master class, and just how wonderful that it was for them. So, and again, showing the use of that asset that we have, Madison, and for the community. And it was so good to see so many young kids in the theater enjoying a show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to echo the comments from my colleagues with regards to the superintendent search process. This has been my third search process. I know that Mr. Holcomb has been through a few of them as well, and then my colleagues to the right have been through two now. It is the most important job that a governing board has, and we take it extremely seriously. I am proud to be a part of this board and the collaborative nature of our conversations. And this process has provided us a lot of data upon which to base our decision. And so I just want to say thank you also to all of the people that watched on YouTube and who submitted feedback online. We read through every single line. This process has taken weeks, and it's been very exhaustive, and I think that it is a sign of the quality of our school district, the quality of our staff, our teachers, our families, our students, our community, that we had the quality of candidates that we did. So I just wanted to say those things with regards to why we were late, which I know was probably giving Dr. Baca a sweaty brow. So thank you for bearing with us on that. Moving on to calls to the public. Thank you, Ms. Humphrey, for letting us know that there were no calls to the public from online or in person. Moving on to the consent items, I will accept a motion to approve the consent.
So moved.
Is there a second? Okay, moved by Mr. Holcomb, seconded by Ms. Kazi. Are we, Mr. Wright, are we able to vote with board docs? Okay. Well, we got this far last time, so let's see if it's Amazon's fault. I feel like we should have hold music while this is. That motion passes. Moving on to board policy, second read. Dr. Baca.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and executive team. Each of the board policies that you see before you come as a second read. I did not receive any indication from you that you wanted to change anything from the first read. Therefore, you're welcome to take each one and vote on each one individually, or if you'd like to take them as one and adopt them as one, you're able to do that as well, whatever it is your preference, Madam President.
I would like to take sort of a poll among my board members if you are okay with taking them as a group. Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Excellent. We are going to move forward with that. I will accept a motion to approve the board policies presented as second read, 7.1 through 7.5.
I make that motion.
Made by Ms. Gresham, seconded by Dr. Osborne. Please vote. Is that going to be an okay motion, Mr. Wright? Excellent.
And as you're waiting for the vote, Madam President, what will happen is it will reflect it in each of those agenda items as you vote on the one that you see up before you.
Thank you. That motion passes. Moving on to action items, 8.1, Dr. Baca.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and executive team. This is the item to adopt the 2001-2022 revised budget, our first revision as presented in the public hearing. Unless there are any questions regarding that, I ask for your approval.
Are there any questions from governing board members with regards to the public hearing and the district budget? I will accept a motion to.
Madam Chair, I move that we adopt the 2021-2022 revised budget number 1 as presented.
Thank you very much for that.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Kazi, seconded by Ms. Gresham. Please vote. That motion passes. Moving on to 8.2, the finalist for the Madison superintendent. I am going to make the motion, and I will ask for somebody to second it. I move to approve Dr. Kim Guerin as the sole finalist for the superintendent of the Madison Elementary School District and authorize legal counsel to negotiate the terms of a contract with the finalist. Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? Please vote. I would actually like to explain my vote. This was an incredibly difficult process. This was not something that we were able to come to easily. We had extraordinary candidates, and we also have personal relationships with the candidates, and we had an opportunity to discuss that at length. And I just want to say thank you to the candidates for their commitment to Madison and for their commitment to the process and to our students and our staff and our community. Thank you. And with that, I vote yes. That motion passes. Congratulations to Dr. Kim Guerin. Moving on to future meetings, Dr. Baca, 9.1.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and executive team. I'll keep this brief because I know you've been through a lot this week and the last 2 weeks. So December 14th is a special meeting, and that is to be able to approve and sign the contract for Dr. Guerin, commencing on July 1st, 2022. On January 11th, that's usually our board organizational meeting, but we are going to bring forward some action items simply because we need to make sure that we can continue with the rebuild at Park and the other safety projects that were delayed as a result of issues with materials and so forth. And the other thing that will be on there that we don't have at this time but you can expect is we have negotiated the terms of the removal of the cell tower at Madison Meadows that I think you'll be very pleased with, and we will cover that on the 11th. So I apologize that we're going to have a little bit more than just the organizational meeting that we normally have on January 11th, but we will have a few action items as well.
Thank you. Are there any questions, comments, issues that need to be discussed?
Madam
Yes,
Chair,
Dr.
for the
Osborne.
meeting on the 14th, I may have to travel for business. I think I can log in remotely. I'm trying to work through that. I'll let everyone know as soon as possible. So hopefully I won't have to, but I think I can have a window to, make that meeting, at least electronically.
Excellent, thank you. Are there any other questions, concerns, or comments with regards to future meetings? With that, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Everyone wants to second. I'm going to go with Dr. Osborne for the second, Ms. Causey for the motion. And please vote. That motion passes. Meeting adjourned.